Hi guys, what's up everybody? Welcome to a new episode of the podcast, and this is episode 3. This is my third time of recording this podcast because I just figured out that doing this, well, not that per se, but apparently pressing Alt P pauses my recording. Fucking hell. Can I just, for once in my life, not have trouble recording stuff? So, I don't want to tell the stories I told again. It's too much. Too much. It's too fucking much to do. Like, I just told 3 fucking stories. Come on. How hard is it to fucking record a fucking podcast? Anyway, welcome to episode 3. So even though I don't fucking want to, okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, continuing, moving on, even though I don't want to fucking do it again, I guess we're gonna have to retell those stories. Okay, so number 1, I'm sick. I did a corona test today. I'm gonna get the result in 24 or 48 hours, so I'm either gonna get it in tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I hope it's not corona. Could be, but we'll see. I'm just feeling very ill at the moment. I'm not doing well mentally. That's one of the reasons why I haven't recorded for 3 weeks. Me being sick was also a reason for me not to record for 3 weeks, but me being mentally ill is mainly the reason. I'm not gonna tell what I have, because I don't want to share that on the internet. I will say that I have mental issues, that it's gone wrong a few times. Say, a knife and wrist came to meet each other multiple times. Oh, fuck. I'm just gonna say that out loud. But, yeah. Things I talked about. Okay, so, things I talked about. So, I don't know why I clapped, I just did. I'm working on 3 books at a time. I'm not joking. 3 books at a fucking time. Like, who the fuck does that? Me. I do that. Like, 3 books at a time? Is that really that smart? Because I feel like if you're gonna write 3 books at a time, that's pretty PogChamp, pretty stupid at the same time. I know. I agree. So what we have are 3 books: Hunter the White Devil, Hunter the Devil's Prince, and Hunter Back to School. They are all part of the Hunter series, but Hunter the White Devil is canon. Hunter the Devil's Prince and Hunter Back to School are alternate universes. So I'm not gonna tell anything about the books. I did when I made this recording for the 2nd time, but then, apparently, pressing left Alt P pauses the fucking recording, which which I didn't know at the time, which made me make this bird recording. I fucking hate myself. Anyway, moving along. No, we're not gonna move along from that. We had to do this for 3 times in a fucking row. Yeah, and we're gonna do this for the 3rd time without pausing it. Oh, right. So now you wanna do it without pausing. Well, fuck you too, then. I'm not gonna talk about the descriptions of the books this time. I can do that from like the back of my head, basically. Not gonna get fucking mad at us. Like, we spent about 8 or so minutes talking about 3 books whilst being absolutely depressed as shit, filled with trauma, filled with rage and hate, and more shit. You know, you just... Oh, I know. I don't give a shit. We said we slit our throat with a knife. That's a lot more than telling we have depression, PTSD, and voices in our head, ain't it? True, but... No, listen. It's the only way. You want more attention for it, right? Yeah, but no, listen. If you want more attention for it, you gotta bring it out to the people. Ah, yes, the people. Shut up, Bang. Nobody fucking invited you. Oh. So, if you want to get more attention for mental issues, especially your mental issues... Yeah. What? Well, then I suggest saying it on the internet in front of fucking everyone. Everyone will know, everyone will get attention to it. Yeah, but it's dangerous at the same time. How so? Well, if you, for say on the internet, which everyone can see, by the way, and share. Yeah, and? Well, if our school bullies find this and hear and see that we have depression, PTSD, a lot of trauma, voices in our head, that we are filled with absolute rage and hatred for no reason since 2019, that's gonna make us even more vulnerable for them. She's like 14! That's like 2 years younger than you! I still find it funny we're being bullied by a 14-year-old even though we're fucking 16. Yeah, that's pretty sad. Like, when are we gonna show her a place? She's like below us. Literally, we're taller than her. Like 2 or 3 heads. Yeah, and? Well, you know, maybe we should just finally show her a place. Well, via words isn't gonna work. We've tried that before. I don't mean via words, via our fists. You know we're technically threatening someone, right? Yeah, and? Well, let's not do that. The FBI might be listening. Hey, FBI, how you doing? You like listening to this? I'm sorry, guys. Hey, listen, man, you gotta go. No, I don't wanna. No, whoa. Listen, you gotta fucking go. No, I don't wanna go. No, listen. If you don't go right now, like, this podcast has already been ruined. But then maybe you shouldn't have paused it without knowing you did so. Well, listen. You can either be like that, or you can be mature and say like, oh yeah, Hunter, you're right. Hunter is your online persona, and it's the version of me most people know. Just tell them your full name for once. Maybe then they'll finally fucking listen to you, and when they are like, oh, hey, Klaus, how are you doing? Instead of like, oh, Hunter, how you doing, you beautiful YouTuber of a piece of shit that rarely updates his content. Well, maybe because the content we're uploading right now is, I don't give a shit, okay? Fuck it, fine, I'll go. Look, I'll go, and you'll leave me alone as I'm leaving you alone. Okay, but, like, don't you want to go? But no! I'll come back later. Like, you can... No, you can just stay. Just don't threaten people online. That's not smart. What do you mean, not smart? Well, listen. You can't go threatening people online. You know that, right? Yeah, and, well, listen. Just, come here. Come here. Let's sit down. Let's have a chat. No, I don't want to. We're gonna have to. But I don't wanna. Listen. Where did this all begin? I don't know, around my 4th or something. I remember my parents telling me I was like around the age of 4 when I started looking for help. Well then, we've got a beginning. So, the age of 4, right? Yeah. Okay. What is it that you feel at the moment? How do you feel at the moment? Like I wanna fucking die. Like I just wanna put a blade to my wrist and, you know. Okay. And, what made you feel this way? Well, you know, people back in the day when I was younger would bully me. Mentally and physically. And they would say mean things, and sometimes they would even beat me up. Okay, so you've had bullies that beat you up, right? Yeah. Okay. Do you have help for that now, or? Yeah, I have 2 psychiatrists. Okay. How regularly do you see them? I see one every Monday, but the other one I don't really see her that much for some reason. Which one of them is your main psychiatrist? The one you see every Monday, or the one you see mostly? The one I see mostly. Okay. Do your parents know about this? Did you not listen? I said, yeah, I know. You said that they were looking for help since the age of 4. What I mean is, do they know about you wanting to die? No. And I don't want them to. Okay, understandable. You don't want them to worry. I understand that. Is this podcast going to be serious? For the most part, yeah. Oh. Well, isn't it us technically talking to ourselves? From a certain point of view, yeah, but like you said yourself, I'm Hunter, you're Class. Yeah, but isn't this the split persona thing we've talked about before, you know? About on YouTube being a perfect human being and on real life not? Kinda, yeah. So, are we also going to show this to our psychiatrists that we do have a sort of split personality? Well, we're gonna have to, so they'll finally take us seriously for a bit. Are we actually gonna put this on YouTube and Spotify? Well, you want to raise awareness for mental issues, don't you? Yeah. Well then, I bet putting this on Spotify and YouTube would be the best call. But what if my school bullies see this? Then, I don't know. We'll most likely become a easier target with them finally knowing what to target. But I don't want that to happen. I understand. But again, if we want to raise awareness for this is really the only way we can think of, right? Yeah, I suppose you're right. Sorry, guys. I I don't know. Like I said, I'm not doing well mentally. You're not doing well, or I'm not doing well. We're both not doing well, class. Even though I'm supposed to be your mask, your perfect representation. You know how it is. And I'm just gonna end this bit because it's dumb and stupid, but it shows how destructive mental issues can be. I've had this since I was, I think, 4 years old. I think that's the first time I got bullied. As a child, I've gotten a lot of trauma, a lot of experiences I don't wanna relive. And me saying with this voice that I got myself and want to die is not me making dumb jokes, it's me being serious. I no longer want to live. I no longer want to be like I am, and I know that the only way to raise awareness for this is just to be open about it. To say, like, hey, you know, I have depression, PTSD, voices in my head, split personalities, tons of trauma, rage and hate in me since like 2019, and much more. And yeah, I'm trying to cope with it. Luckily, I have good friends around me. I called with Chris a few days back, and I told him kind of how I felt. Not fully, but mostly. And that was right after I held a knife to my wrist, thinking about doing it, ending it. But then I was reminded of what Chris told me, and I called him. And I'm sorry for this third episode being so dark, but I need to raise awareness for this. I want people to not feel what I feel. I want the people with mental issues that are not as far in that shit as I am, and other people that are already as far in it as I am, to feel that way. It's terrible. It sucks. You wake up every day knowing you don't want to wake up. You go to sleep every day knowing the nightmares you're gonna get of your past experiences, or the nightmares fueled with that experience, but making it completely different just isn't fun. Like, I all I have are lucid dreams. Please don't make a joke out of that. I know there's a song called Lucid Dream, but you know. Anyways, all I have are lucid dreams, but that also means my nightmares are lucid dreams. But my lucid dreams aren't like any other regular person. Most people with lucid dreams mean they can do everything they want and anything they want and direct the dream how they want it to be. They could be like, that dinosaur now needs to be a unicorn, and the dinosaur becomes a unicorn. That's not it in my case. For me, a lucid dream is like life. can look wherever I want to look. I can walk wherever I want to walk. I can talk whatever I want to. I can speak whatever I want to say. I can talk to whoever I want. It's basically like living, but in a dream. But what I figured out by now is that these lucid nightmares are fucking terrifying. I've had nightmares that I woke up from, like in the middle of the night or something like that, and I just didn't want to go to sleep. They were too terrifying. I would like wake up and pray that I wouldn't go to sleep again. That I wouldn't relive that nightmare. And I've relived several nightmares now, and I just to know that your nightmares are being fueled by what you fear most, but in a way that you don't notice it, but deep down know, is terrifying. Knowing that your mind, something that is supposed to protect you, is actively trying to bring you down to a level you don't want to go is just... I really don't get it. Like, why would your own mind bring you down like that? Eat you up like the way it does. Again, like I said, luckily I have friends that support me. I have Chris, I have Giles, I have Farah, a few other friends. But, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like those nightmares are to tell me what are like a recap of what happened, even though they, like I said, sometimes my nightmares still like work with the trauma, but they feed off it. They take certain stuff from the trauma, or at least what I remember from what happened, and they put it in the nightmare. Like, say, a nightmare where I brutally murdered a classmate for fun. Or a nightmare where me and my mom got shot in the head by a mugger in an alley. Or a nightmare where my dad makes me angry and I kill him. Or the nightmare I will have to hide from a devilish version of myself. Or a nightmare where I have to run away from my demons, or where the world's on fire and I have to run away from myself. Or a nightmare where I have to kill. I don't get it. Nightmare dreams overall, not just nightmares, just not, I'm not putting dreams and nightmares in the subcategory when I say dreams. Like, just lucid dreaming is weird. In my case, it's like, again, it's like I said, it's like being alive in the dream. Which is, sometimes it's really nice. Like, if it's a dream, like, it's a nice dream and not a nightmare, it's really nice. I've had several dreams where I'm in, like, Star Wars or, like, The Walking Dead Season 4 and, like, Erickson's boarding school for troubled youth with, like, Clementine and AJ, SM and all the other characters from the game. Like, that's fun. And, like, being in Star Wars just with Anakin and shit like that is also really fun. But then there are also nightmares. I've had nightmares about SCP. especially SCP-096 and 106. I've had nightmares about zombies, nightmares about other stuff. I've had realistic nightmares, fictional nightmares, realistic dreams, fictional dreams, dreams where I was alive without powers, dreams where I was alive with powers, dreams I was dead and where I was expecting the aftermath. I don't know what my dreams are trying to tell me. All I know is that they are not fun at times. And recently, with me being sick and mentally ill at the same time, isn't really helping with sleep. I already can't sleep due to that I'm feeling ill. For the 3 weeks that I haven't uploaded, I have slept so bad. I have now had 3 or 4 nights where I just haven't slept at all. Today I have fallen. I decided to sleep in the afternoon today, but instead of just falling asleep once in the afternoon, I fell asleep 5 times. And that was like around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. No, like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I decided, like, you know what, I'll go to sleep now. And eventually, when I woke up, it was almost 6 a.m. It was almost 5 a.m. It was like 1658. Yeah, 1658. I mean, 1685. So it was almost 5 in the afternoon. And I fell asleep around like 12 in the afternoon. That's nuts. Knowing that, and knowing that I sleep horribly now is just not fun. Knowing that being sick and being mentally ill is literally degrading your sleep and forcing you to take sleeping pills to even get the slightest amount of it, it sucks. This might be a longer episode and a more serious episode, but I don't care. I really want to bring attention to these kind of problems. Like I fucking hate how the usual society sees mentally ill people as a joke. Like, they're just like, you're like the Joker. You had one bad day and you fucked up. But that's all you need. That's why I like the Joker. He is right about a person needing one bad day to just go insane. It happened to me once, it will happen to me twice, and it will happen to others for sure. And people saying that people with mental problems are stupid and like aren't fit for the world, please take me as a sort of example of how wrong you are making that statement. Saying that mentally ill people aren't fit for the world is dumb. Because this entire YouTube channel with almost 140 subscribers, which need one more, has been feeling mentally ill ever since the first channel started. Ever since I had to make this new channel, I've been mentally ill. Have you ever seen signs of it? Maybe, but I've never been truly open about it. But now that I'm finally being open about it, I don't give a shit. I don't care if people start to unsubscribe knowing that I'm mentally ill. I don't care if people start to put down hate comments now that they know I'm mentally ill. Because I don't care. I'm here to bring attention to that. I'm here to let people know that this is a problem that happens every day right between your backs. The news doesn't cover it, the media doesn't cover it, but eventually they will get filled with, say, a suicide, or a school shooting, or a terrorist attack, or something close to that. And to say that every mentally ill person is dangerous? What the fuck? That is definitely not true. It might be what the media tells you, but in real life, nah. Look at me. Take me for example. I'm mentally ill. We have definitely discussed that in today's episode. That's what this episode will be all about. I have had thoughts about killing myself. I had thoughts about killing others. But the only thoughts I ever went through with were killing myself. I have, I think by now, slit my wrist 4 times and just cut myself at non-lethal spots more than I can remember, because most of those I've just threw deep in my memory bank, and they are very hard to remember. So, but anyway, I've never killed anyone. I'll never will kill anyone. But to say that mentally ill people are dangerous human beings that shouldn't be here? No, absolutely not. Like, I may be mentally ill, but I am very. I don't want to be like, oh, I find myself amazing. I don't want to be like that. But what I do want to say is that I am, like, really friendly. Especially if you're on my, like, good side, I can be, like, very friendly to anyone. And even though I have trouble meeting new people, I will always try to stay friendly to them. I'll never be like, hey, you, new guy, fuck you too. No, never. I'll just be like, hey, what's up? My name is Klaus Bastiani, or like Hunter when I'm online, and I'll just introduce myself in a friendly manner. I'll be like, hey, what's up? I have mental issues, here's my entire story. No, people don't need to know that per se. But there are mental people who seek that kind of attention, and I get it. You want people to listen to you, but a thing is, you'll mostly scare people off like that. It's a reason why I think this is one of the first ever videos on the channel, even though this is a podcast, where I openly talk about me being mentally ill. Where I openly talk about being depressed and shit like that. Because I know saying that firsthand will definitely scare people away. I know that I'll probably lose subscribers. I know that I'll probably gain hate comments, bullies, or shit like that. But I don't care. I know it's gonna happen. I'm preparing for it. But here's my message to all the people who are mentally ill and who don't know much about it. We're not so bad, you know? One of my best friends has problems as well. I have problems. Some of my other friends have problems. It's known by now that it's known by now that most teenagers in the entire world have some form of mental illness. And that it's just the teenagers. Here I'm just talking about teens. Not even about children, adults, or elders. These are just teens we're talking about. Already half of the population of teens on the entire earth have some form of mental issue. That's insanely big. In 2019, almost about like, if we would put the teenagers in the Netherlands, because I live in the Netherlands, if we would put those in 100%, in 2019, almost about 35% committed suicide that year. If we would take all the teenagers in the world and make that 100% in 2019, almost about 64% or something of the teenagers in the entire world committed suicide, all because of mental illness. And it's still not being taken seriously. Like, okay, I get people want racism to be gone. Everyone want, well, except the racist people, but most regular people want racism gone. I understand that. I want racism to be gone as well. It sucks. But something I also want is eyes towards mental issues. We're no joke. We need help. And we definitely do not want a repeat of 2016, 2012, and 2019. Because those are 3 years where the suicide rate peaked. So please, from the bottom of my heart, start taking notice of people like me, of people with mental issues. Don't see us as a joke, but see us as people who need help. Now, we're already over 30 minutes. Right now we're at 38. Almost at 38 minutes. I don't care. I still have stuff to talk about. But just, it's insane how little the world cares about people like us. Like, and with us, I don't mean YouTube. With us, I mean like people with mental issues. And I'm pretty sure, this is just a wild guess, but I'm pretty sure some of my viewers, some of you guys watching this podcast or listening, whatever, I bet even some of you have mental issues. Maybe it's just 1, maybe it's 2, maybe it's 3, maybe it's an entire fucking list of them, like me. But I know that even some of my viewers have them. And to let anyone know who views my channel or who just knows me IRL, if you need someone to talk to, come to me. Just come to me. I'll be glad to talk about it. Like, I may have problems of my own, but that isn't gonna stop me from helping friends. Like, I'll be there for you. I'll be here in the comment section waiting for you. You know what? I'll even link my Instagram in this video, so you can contact me via there, if you ever need to. Just know that whoever you are, whatever you think is wrong about your mental issue, don't it's okay to have it. Like Chris told me, one day we'll have to learn to live with our issue or issues. One day we'll have to learn to live with our traumas and stuff like that. Because it's sometimes a part of living. And it's okay to feel sad. Like, I feel sad every day. But it's okay. There are people there who can relate with you. But that's probably going to be all for today. I talked about some other stuff in the first 2 takes of this podcast, this first episode, but now that I've gone down the path of mental illness, look where we have come. What are supposed to be about 30 minutes episodes on a weekly basis, we went from not uploading for 3 weeks because we feel like shit, to finally uploading again and making a almost hour-long episode by just talking about mental issues. It just shows how bad it is and how much attention it needs. Again, racism needs to go away for once. We're in 2021 now, so that racism is still a thing is weird, honestly. Like, why is racism still out there? Get that away, please. Poverty in some countries also has to go away. Well, in the countries that have it also has to go away. Equality finally has to come to play, and stuff like that. But what I also really want to see is that mental issues finally start to be taken seriously and not be seen as a complete entire joke. But that's all for today. Give a like, subscribe. As always, folks, keep hunting, and remember, if you need somebody to talk to, I'm right here.